uh, Yahuwah had shined a spotlight on Malachi, and he said there that he would turn the hearts of the children to the fathers, and the hearts of the fathers to the children. And he told me, I want you to go work with your dad. And obedience, I went to see my dad at his office, and I said, I hear you've discovered a new product that you're pretty excited about. And he goes, yeah, look at this. And he pulled out a stack of pictures, and he showed me the results that they were getting on farm crops with this product called Cytozyme. And I asked my dad, I said, can I get involved? And he says, sure. And, we can have a dealership, up around where we live here. And okay, took him up on that. In a matter of, I'd say 5 years, we built that into a $2 million, I think it was $2 million a year business. It was very profitable business. And in a matter of weeks, the manufacturer of the product cut us out as the middleman, started going direct to our dealers and distributors, and my share of the company pretty much became worthless. And I didn't care because I'm like, you know what? Yahuwah helped me get this far, and it'd be easy to do it again. Well, the short story is, it was over a year later. I was broke, broke, broke. It wasn't happening, and I was very depressed. I think I was depressed for like a year, very depressed, because it just wasn't happening. 3 months behind on rent, 3 months behind on the telephone, and it just seemed really bleak. And I distinctly remember coming to a set of railroad tracks that one of the streets where we lived crossed the railroad tracks. And as I started to go across this group of railroad tracks, the father visited me, and he grabbed me by the scruff of the neck. I literally felt him grab the scruff of my neck. And he says to me, now look, boy. He says, do you know what your problem is? He says, you don't discipline your thinking. He says, what did I tell you to think about? And I quoted him Philippians 4:8. I said, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are lovely, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, these are the things to think on. And he says to me, so why don't you do it? And by then, I'd finished crossing the railroad tracks, and I looked up and I went, wow, that sky is a beautiful blue. And I held my hand up in front of me, and I went, all my limbs work. That's fantastic. And I'm not a quadriplegic. And then it occurred to me, the landlord had never even contacted us about being late 3 months on our rent. I mean, as in, we hadn't paid rent in 3 months. And then I went, it's pretty unusual that the phone company didn't send us, a cutoff notice. They just left the phone on, didn't even say anything about us not paying. And then I looked out there at the Mercedes emblem on the front of my Mercedes, and I went, it's pretty cool. I'm still driving a Mercedes. And so I got the idea. Depression is a result of lack of disciplined thinking. And I have gone a lot of years. I bet you it's 25 years, never even approached depression on this kind of a count the benefits kind of approach. And I highly recommend to anybody who, it seems like things are going really bad and you might have a reason to be, down in the dumps and depressed. Just take that advice right there. Discipline your thinking and focus on whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are lovely, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy. These are the things you discipline yourself to think about. It's a message from the Father that's borne much fruit, and I hope it bears a lot of fruit for you as well.